Good morning, students. As we know that we have been discussing Marxism in English literature, I have decided to create a new video lecture series where we are going to discuss about the Dalit literature and the important writers associated with it. There are few more lectures that are remaining in our discussion on Marxism. I hope we will complete the topic Marxism as a theory in English literature by the end of next week. So before beginning this video, we should understand the importance of Indian literature, Dalit literature and modern Indian theatre in the state university examination. Many examinations has the majority of questions coming from these three topics. In the GATE 2021 examination, we have seen 3 to 4 questions from these three topics. While in Rajasthan State Assistant Professor examination, we have around 40 to 45% of questions coming from these three topics. So Indian literature, Dalit literature and modern Indian theatre are as equally important as British literature or any other genre in English literature. So in this particular series, we are only going to look at Dalit literature. We will start the other remaining topics sometimes later. So before beginning this video, if you are new to this channel and have not subscribed to this channel yet, then don't forget to subscribe the channel for more updates on English literature. And now without any further delay, let's begin this topic. As most of the English literature student knows that the Indian caste system is divided into 4 major categories. And according to the scripture Manusmriti, the caste systems is as follows. Beginning from the Brahmins at the top, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas in the middle, and Shudras at the bottom. Brahmins generally held the position of teachers and priests, whereas Kshatriyas are the warriors and rulers. Vaishyas are farmers, traders, and at the end, Shudras are the laborers. Earlier, people could change their profession according to their will. There were kings from Kshatriya communities who were transformed into Brahmins, and there were Brahmins who transformed themselves into businessmen. So earlier there was no strict rule on this caste system, but by and by this caste system was evolved and strict rules and laws were implemented that prohibited the people from changing their profession or caste. Now apart from these 4 categories, there was a 5th one who had no caste, which are also known as the outcast. In English, these outcast people were termed as untouchables, while in Hindi language, a word used for outcast were achut. An important text with the title Untouchable was published by Mulk Raj Anand. And there is another important author that you cannot ignore from examination point of view. This author is Daya Pawar, who has famously written a work in Hindi language with title Achut. So untouchables were the people who were treated unfairly on the grounds of caste system. They were generally the fishermen and people who were employed in killing or disposing of dead cattle. As you might have read the work Untouchable by Mulk Raj Anand for your examination, we can see in the novel that these people were in the occupation of disposing excrement from people of other castes. Most of them were sweepers and laundry workers. There were no rights for the untouchables. They were called untouchables as the Indian society used to believe them as if someone comes in contact with them, they will get polluted. So these untouchables were not allowed in the temples. They cannot use the same wells to draw the water, and they had to sit at a distance from other people of other castes. If by any chance the other class people comes in contact with the untouchables, they had to wash themselves and perform some kind of ceremony in order to wash themselves from the pollutions caused by the untouchables. The same hierarchy can be seen in the Muslim community. There were upper class Muslims known as Sharif, and there were lower class Muslims which were often converted from lower caste. These were known as Azlaf. So here also upper class Muslims were prevented to get in touch or maintain any relation with the lower caste Muslims. Talking about the word Dalit, which was first used by Jyotiba Phule, is generally used for the oppressed section of the society. The word Dalit simply means divided, split, broken and scattered. Later on, the word Dalit was popularized by the reformer B.R. Ambedkar. Scheduled caste is the official term for Dalits in India, and Mahatma Gandhi used an alternative word for the Dalits, that is Harijan or child of God. This particular word Harijan was first used by Narsin Mehta, who was a Gujarati poet. Often the class system is linked to the arrival of Aryans in India around 1500 BC. These Aryans have 3 groups. There were warriors, there were businessmen, and there were farmers and craftsmen. Now this Aryan race started conquering the India and at the same time started disregarding the local cultures. Many even believe that the state Maharashtra does not mean the great land, but the word Maharashtra means the land of Mahar or outcast people. So here we can remember an important point, that the roots of Dalit literatures are from Maharashtra, and more often the development of modern Dalit literature is associated with Dalit Panther movement. This Dalit Panther movement are more or less influenced by the writings and life of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. We will discuss Dalit Panther movement and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in our upcoming videos. We will also discuss the most prominent genre in Dalit literature, which is autobiographies, such as autobiographies of Baby Kamble and Urmila Pawar. Both of these autobiographies were written in Marathi language and later on translated by Maya Pandit. We are going to explore all the topics one by one which are important from net perspective, and I look forward to completing this particular subject in the next few weeks on this YouTube channel. So if you are new to this channel and have not subscribed the channel yet, then don't forget to subscribe the channel for more updates. So that's it for this video. Thank you.